everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and last night's episode of The Masked Singer, let me tell you, they really waited for Group C to throw all the powerhouse at us because it was fantastic last night. But let's go ahead and go through all the clues and the pitch correct. Before we do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Do it, like smash that thumbs up like they'd like to say. Let's get started.
Hey, what's going on, all you Masked Singer fans here? Joey Vitone here, and you're watching Joey Contino on your YouTube channel. That's right. Obviously, he talks about anything and everything about Masked Singer. Much love. Take care.
Now, if you're new to the YouTube channel, hi, how are you? My name is Joey Contino. I'm an executive audio producer here in New York City, where it's my job to provide audio for my clients and voiceovers. And when that audio sounds bad, well, it's my job to make it sound good. That's maybe taking out a high frequency, maybe there's a little grumble in there, maybe it's figuring out pitch correct and trying to get a normal voice out of it. Yeah, if that sounds familiar, that's because that's what we're doing every single week on this channel when it comes to The Masked Singer, because every single week they give us these clue videos and the contestants themselves speak to the judges, but in those videos, Fox is smart. They said, we can't let the people hear the real voices, because if we do, they're going to recognize who it is. So what do? They speed up their voices and pitch them up. Well, in the Rhino's case and the White Tiger, they actually slow them down and pitch them up, or pitch them even further down. It's weird. But long story short, they go ahead and modulate the voice so that you have no idea who is under the mask. Now, doing what I do, I figured I could slow it down, pitch it to the right notes, and then we can hear the real celebrity voices. Now, we've been doing it every single week since episode 1 of season 1, and we've gotten them all correct. Woohoo! Yay for us. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and remind you guys we have a contest going on, which we will talk about at the end of the video. I want to send a big thank you out to my Patreons. If you want to support this channel, I'll have a link in the description below where you can join in. There's a lot of cool benefits. And, of course, we're adding in the audience reactions from the show last night. You guys have been laughing kind of hard at some of the reactions. For those who don't know, the show goes ahead and pre-records some reactions before they reveal the people who are under the mask. And some of the reactions are just so bad that we go ahead, we edit them together and give you supercuts. So here you go. Enjoy. Yeah, that always makes me laugh, especially the one guy who was like, anyway, let's dive into last night's episode. This is the only spoiler alert I'm going to give you. I mean, if you read the description and you got this far, I think we're like 2 minutes into the video, then, I mean, you're watching this for the long haul. Last night, the bear was revealed to be, Sarah Palin. That's right, no one could have expected that last night. I mean, going into last night's episode when we did our live stream, I said to you that I figured it was either the astronaut or the bear was going to go because the astronaut's voice was too recognizable, because we kind of already know who it is, and the bear couldn't really sing. Now, during the show, if you were reaching out to me on Instagram at Joey Contino, we were talking about who we thought it could be. After, of course, they aired the conversation with the bear talking to the panelists. Of course, I pitch corrected it. We went through the clues. We figured out who it was. Took a little time, but I'm happy that she was like one of the very first ones to go. But I have to admit, for them to get Sarah Palin, man, that was like, once they said bombshell, I'm pretty sure everyone last night was freaking out, because on Instagram, as you guys are messaging me, none of you guys were guessing it. It was like a surprise when she came out. But anyway, let's go ahead and put the X on her photo. That's right, we have X's when people get eliminated. So, goodbye, bear. She now gets dropped down over here to join the other X's. And, we're thinking maybe, let's move the Swan up. These right up here are my guesses for who's going to go into group, the Super 9. And we'll move the bear down here. All right, now that we have housekeeping out of the way, let's dive into last night's clues, starting off with T-Rex. Now, just a reminder, I don't give my guesses until week 3, until we have all of our clues together, but I do reveal videos, so if you want to see reveal videos, you can check them out. I'll put them in the description below. But with T-Rex, the first clue I can give you is that there was a lot of pink. I mean, the volcano was blowing up, it was pink. That lava was pink, there was just a lot of pink. We hear the T-Rex saying, "You want to bear the story of my journey? A tale of evolution, of glory, and survival?" So someone who's obviously been fighting her way in her industry. She says, "Like the dinosaur, I was discovered by another who took her to an island filled with other dinosaurs, a sisterhood of friends." So somewhere in her industry, she works with a bunch of other girls. Obviously, with all the pink, we're assuming that this is a younger girl. She says that a massive event changed her world forever. We see a map with W and N circled, so west and north. We see her in an interrogation room, and she sits on a baby doll. So somebody who's still young, maybe someone who sells dolls, something on that realm. Then we see the golden letter U balloon floating in the tree, so maybe someone who's in college. And the last clue, which wasn't in the package, it was her microphone. Did you notice that it was a beauty crown? That's right, it was a crown. It was actually kind of cool. I didn't really notice that until the second time I watched the episode over. Because I watched the show twice just because I want to make sure I get these clues down. Comment below who you think it is. Let's go through the audio. Here's the audio of her talking to the judges.
Because I love the feeling of being fierce and untamed.
And now here's the pitch correct audio.
Because I love the feeling of being fierce and untamed.
So yes, somebody young with a higher pitched voice, and from the energy that she gave on stage, I mean that entrance, which we leaked to you guys, remember? Someone who's young has a ton of energy. The number one guess that you guys have been giving me is JoJo Siwa. I can see that. I mean, let's compare her talking voice. Here is her talking voice.
Over here's the ice cream room. Have you been in the ice cream room before?
So that does sound like a T-Rex, and singing-wise, let's do the T-Rex next to her singing. Let's see what it sounds like.
I got my rock moves, I don't need you. They don't need to explain it.
So yeah, I can kind of see that. That could be her. I mean, let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Obviously, it's someone young with a higher pitched voice. The crown could go towards her being with that whole beauty pageant thing she went through in her entire life. Sisterhood of Friends, once again, it could be her with other contestants. So, I mean, some of those do fit up. I know with the baby doll, doesn't she sell her own dolls? Yeah, she does. So those clues do match up. But anyway, let's continue on to the astronaut who's out of this world. The clues that we had, he said that he's always dreamt of flying high. He says he's been hungering to explore new territories. We see a broom floating in his spaceship. He says the idea of endless possibilities gets his heart throbbing. And the last clue was after the spaceship had crashed, he said, "It's not a pitch-perfect landing, but I'm here." Now here's the audio of him talking to the judges.
Well, people say the sky's the limit. But when you're an astronaut, the sky is just the beginning. And even though I started at a young age, I feel like I'm just getting started.
Here's our pitch correct audio.
Well, people say the sky is the limit. But when you're an astronaut, the sky is just the beginning. And even though I started at a young age, I feel like I'm just getting started.
And now I'm still saying, granted, I don't like to guess until the third episode, but I'm still saying I think this is Hunter Hayes. I mean, here's the clip of him talking.
We finished the album. We put out the song Wild Blue last night. We knew we were going to put it out.
That does sound like the astronaut. And let's go to the singing voice again. We'll put them side by side. Here you go.
Oh, you say I am love when I can't feel a thing. Girl, you make the stars come out.
Yeah, I really do think that sounds like Hunter Hayes. Now, I have had the pleasure of meeting him once. He's a great guy, and let me tell you, I could see him doing this show. Let me know if you agree in the comment section below. Next was the Night Angel, who is terrifyingly, the costume gives me nightmares. But we found out that the Night Angel can sing. She can sing her butt off. Now the clues that we had. The first one was, she says doors have always opened for her. She says, while fame has sometimes brought me down like a landslide, I've always been able to find the light. After she says it's my prerogative to have a good time, so someone who likes to party. Then we see a door with a number 4. And the last clue was that in that room was the Men in Black, our friends who follow us on Instagram. Is the Men in Black dressed like old ladies and grandmas? Kind of funny, right? Anyway, here's the audio of her talking to the panelists.
Well, I really love the duality of the Night Angel. I just really like the fact that she can be so sweet,
She's putting on an accent.
and then sometimes she's just like bad.
Here's our pitch correct audio.
Well, I really love the duality of the Night Angel. I just really like the fact that she can be so sweet,
She's putting on an accent.
and then sometimes she's just like bad.
All right, let's just say that is a completely faked accent. I know in my last video I said we haven't had one yet, besides maybe the banana, but this one here, oh come on, she's definitely putting that on. Now the pitch correct obviously won't be perfect because she is trying to talk in a different accent. But talking to you guys online, that singing voice alone does remind me of someone. See, let me know if you agree with me. I think it's Candy Burris. I hope I'm saying her last name right, because you know I can't say last names right. But because she's using an accent, we can't really compare her voice to an interview clip, but let's compare the singing voices. So we'll play the Night Angel into her singing.
There's nowhere to run. Oh, baby, you got what I need.
So yeah, I can see that. I can see that's a good guess. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comment section. Next is the Swan. The Swan says that she's known for her fierceness. She says, I'm the Swan because I refuse to be tuned out. Then we see one of the Men in Black with vampire fangs. I guess this is new vampire fangs to me. This is more like a spider. Why did I do that? Should be more like that. Anyway, I look like an idiot. Okay, the whole clue package was told like a poem, which could be a clue in itself. I don't really know. And those really were all the clues. Really didn't get too much for the Swan. Maybe I missed one. Let me know below. But here's the audio of her talking to the judges.
Because they can fly at 60 miles per hour, and I live my life in overdrive. So the only way to get things done is to do them fast.
Now here's our pitch correct audio.
Because they can fly at 60 miles per hour, and I live my life in overdrive. So the only way to get things done is to do them fast.
Interestingly enough, you guys really can't agree upon who you think the Swan is. I feel like we need more clues. So you guys, even your best guesses, no one can agree upon. So let's continue into the Rhino, which, my gosh, I did not expect the Rhino to be so talented. I mean, I have the Rhino up here in my maybe top 3 for the top 9, but the Rhino can sing. That was so beautiful. Let's go through the clues, or let's do this. Ready? He says, while my exterior looks tough and callous, I'm really a gentle giant. So someone who is big, but very loving and caring. He says that being at the top of his game became an addiction, and when he wasn't on top, he crashed and burned. We see a photo of the Grand Ole Opry, which could be a country singer. He says, I'm here to take a leap of faith. I'm outside my comfort zone. So maybe someone that doesn't perform as much, or someone who normally sings country and is singing pop now. And then we see him riding a motorcycle up a ramp. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play the audio for you. Please let me know who you think it is. I have a couple guesses, but I really don't want to put it out there yet. Here is the audio of him talking to the judges.
I went to my home gym, turned the music up as loud as I could, and just dance and dance until I found that inner kid in me that didn't have a worry in the world.
Now, here's our pitch correct audio.
I went to my home gym, turned the music up as loud as I could, and just dance and dance until I found that inner kid in me that didn't have a worry in the world.
That one did not require me to pitch it down, but instead to pitch up. They're really trying to throw us off with this one. I mean, you guys are saying like it sounds like Eric Church, but I don't know. I mean, he's got a great voice. And being outside of his comfort zone, he already performs already, so I really don't know how this could be that. I mean, we need more clues before we can determine who's the Rhino, but if the Rhino is any indication, like I said before, these two right here, I feel like are definitely moving up. The Rhino was so fantastic. I feel like, remember how like we can guess things really easily and sometimes those characters kind of get taken off? It's like, you know, obviously the bear is gone, but obviously we know this has to be JoJo. She's not going to go too far. The astronaut's Hunter Hayes. The Swan is someone that I'm still guessing upon, so that's a good guess for the show. The Night Angel is just really fantastic with her singing voice, and the Rhino is also very fantastic. So I feel like these three are going to get moved up here. Don't quote me on that, but if I do get it right, come back here and you have to make sure you like and subscribe and slam that like button like they say. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play all the remaining pitch correct audio for you guys for the other contestants. Remember, we are going to talk about the contest in a second, so let's go ahead and play the pitch correct audio now.
The friend getting my bracelet tonight is Robin. I gave this to you because the first time we met was lit.
My father, who's like my best friend, and he recently passed away. And this man was a true hero. He loved music, and this song was our jam.
Being here feels like such an opportunity to break out of my shell. People have always expected me to act a certain way.
That really tests me. Well, I want to rebel from all that. You can punish me all you like for being myself. But if I want to sing a love song, I'm gonna sing a love song.
I was voted most likely to appear on a list with Seal and Mike Tyson. And I might have been.
I lost my love for music. I wanted to quit. I believe that timing is everything, and being the frog has reignited the love that I have. And now I got a lot of stuff to say. I'm here, baby.
Look who's still here. Shocked? Me too. I knew going into this competition I was never going to be the best singer. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. I've always known how to work a crowd, and that's been my strategy here all along.
So feel free to comment below who you think that is. The White Tiger is the only one that I can't get right. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound right to me. I have to go back to episode 1 through 3 and maybe figure out a different way of doing it. But right now we do have a contest going on. As you know, the show gives the winner a golden mask trophy, and I want one. It'd be kind of cool to have one, right? But if you could go ahead and make me one, whether drawing it or physically make me one, feel free to send it to me on Instagram at Joey Contino. Whoosh. I feel like I need a sound effect there. Can we put a sound effect in there? Let's do it again. Ready? There you go. That sounds a little better. Sounds a little better. But you have until March 20th, which is the end of next week. The winner does win our pins, and this is what they look like. But with all the hysteria going on with the coronavirus, the package has been delayed. I mean, we're supposed to get that the first week of February. It is now the second week of March, and I still don't have it yet, which is no fun whatsoever. But I do want to go ahead and just pull back from The Masked Singer and just to talk to you about something going on that kind of bothered me today. As you may know, the country is kind of going through this epidemic of everyone being scared of the coronavirus, which there are some reasons to be a little scared, but the one thing I have to say, regardless about what's going on in the world, please go ahead and respect each other. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Thursdays are my days I actually go to the supermarket. Regardless whether or not there's a pandemic going on or whatever, Thursday's just my day to go food shopping. A lot at the supermarket, I mean, the shelves are completely empty. I mean, this is what it looked like. So I understand that people are stocking up because they're worried, like in Rochelle, New York, New Rochelle, New York, they have a quarantine area and they're worried that for 2 weeks people won't be able to get anything. And I understand. That's something to be upset about and scared about. But while I was at the supermarket, I witnessed something that really, really bothered me. A man and a woman, not together, were walking down an aisle to get a case of water. There was only one left. And the woman got there before him and took the case of water and put it in her cart. The guy then looked at her, started screaming and cursing at her, picked up his shopping cart, threw it into hers, and told her to go F off. Be civil. Come on, guys. I understand it's a scary time. I do feel like it's a little blown out of proportion, everything that's going on. But look, rather play it safe than sorry. But have respect for each other and love for each other, because at the end of the day, we're all neighbors. We're all in this blue marble together. Why go crazy after someone for a case of water, for crying out loud? There's other water. Drink the other water. Also, why is this whole deal with people not having water? Something gonna happen to the water supply? I don't know. Just have respect for each other and have kindness. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, I know I bored you about that. I'm sorry if I lost you, but I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for making it through my rants. I'm sorry. That was just really bothering me. But in the comment section, let me know below if you had to get stuck with eating the same meals for 2 weeks in a row, which some people are saying is going to happen. What meal would that be? I really would like to know. I mean, I'm happy with if I had to choose a meal with chicken and broccoli every single night. As you guys know, I like my broccoli. Maybe some couscous on the side. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Joey. I'll see you later. Bye.